What is up, guys, and back for another video. And in this video I wanted to make an updated video about the plants in the yard, as we have had some serious frosts and serious stuff since we had started all this. So let's look at this plant here. We had some serious frost since we started the last recording. So yeah, and that was back, I think, early September, and it's early October now. So we're gonna make an updated video of the plants in the yard. We've had some crazy frost. Yesterday we had some 45-mile-an-hour gusts that brought in 600 air quality. I mean, just crazy weather. We've had some severe freezes, like 25 degrees. I mean, we've had some drooped plants, especially them dogwoods, which I'll get to. They were drooped crap. So we will take a look at these now. So here's our first spirea plant. Look how large and nice this plant is. I'm kind of in the way there, but man, that thing is amazingly huge. You can see we have many blooms all over that are died on the plant. So really crazy there. Man. I want to kind of show this one a little longer. Just look at how big that is in that area. Wow. Amazingly huge plant. Here we have our pine bush, which is kind of cut in half because the front of it died. So it makes it look kind of unique and nice, and it's living. So I don't touch those with the pruner. I think that they don't like to be pruned. Maybe that's what causes it. But, so they're doing fine. And these guys are going nuts. So don't mind them. This plant here, which always grows a little less, but it looks nice still. So there it is. I get the fall colors in motion there with those. And you can see all the leaves in the yard after that strong windstorm yesterday. Leaves, it's hard to see on camera, but those trees are quite bare. They look quite yellow a couple weeks ago, and now they don't really look yellow. They kind of just look green, but kind of hollow. It's because all the yellow leaves are gone, and only the remaining leaves remain. And you can see the bigger one up there is actually quite bare. Well, the one here isn't, and that little teeny one there has quite a bit of leaves on it still, so it's kind of there. I'll have to make an update on those too. This one here is pretty nice. It got a lot of large growth on the plant, so pretty nice there. I'm gonna try and leave these and then prune them in the spring for maybe better performance. But well, they're already doing great, but I think it's healthier to do it then, so that's what I'm gonna do. But look at that picture right there. You don't get better than that, man. This spirea, which gets the least, the coldest mornings, which might be why it's changing like this a little more. It gets the coldest mornings, but it has a really nice color pattern there on that plant. So that's the front spirea plants. You can see how nice those look. Over here are two, this is after growing season update really, are two cedar trees. You can see how much growth they put on this season. You can see they were completely like, they're kind of got that fluffy growth again, which we're gonna leave. We're gonna do these on a 2-year thing. And here we got some plants that do nothing but sucker all over, so I wanted to bring a couple of them to life, so I have that thing to protect them. Anyway, let's head to the front yard and take a look at some plants over here. So this is brisk morning still. This morning was, the fountains were frozen again. That one up there on the deck was, the hose was frozen. So it was below freezing this morning. But there's the spirea plant. Looks quite nice there. There's that. And here is the juniper, which we did revive. Looks pretty nice. Let's see how it does this winter. It's got lots of growth up here, which is really nice to see. It's got tons of growth up there in that area. So, but the whole plant's doing okay. It used to be full, but it did die. Almost 100% of the plant died. And this stuff, I noticed, came back, and I pruned all around it. So we kind of revived it. There's the other spirea. Kind of hidden by the hose, but it did perform better this year than last year because we gave it a little more room. See how cold it is. That water that was there formed ice. And here's some more spirea plants. These ones are quite nice. So those are those. Over here, we have a juniper, which we're gonna let grow for a couple years, and then we'll prune them all back. So that one's gonna fill in nice, that little area there. And the potentillas this year, I think they might have been stressed from not enough water because our drip system went out back here. But this one here is doing quite well, but that one's dead. and the other one's not doing as well. But these two are doing fine. But that other one I might rejuvenate this year and see if I can get some life back in it with consistent watering. But here's the dogwoods. You can see the color changing is starting on the dogwoods there, and they're starting to look kind of, this is going to be their time when they don't look the best because they don't have a set fall color. They kind of just turn purplish and yellowish and brownish, and so they kind of look crazy, but they'll look nice again when the leaves drop. And we're going to leave the structure until spring this year with all the plants, so they're going to be here till all winter like this. So we're going to be able to kind of update that through the snow and just see kind of what happens there. But the dogwoods, you can see from the bottoms there, they are changing color. This is a smaller dogwood than that dogwood, way smaller. And I don't know how, they must have gave us two different plants way back when they were planted, but they both cover the fountain really nice. So they're really nice plants to have by the fountain there. They did get water stressed all sown and wet. We got to fix the drip system immediately come spring this year. They did get drought stressed when we left for that 3 weeks, but I watered them and they came right back up. So that didn't harm them at all because it's the same growth pattern as they've always had. This one here is my favorite plant in the yard. And that one is just smaller, but I like it too. And they're always getting froze on the sides of them, which is why they probably look a little more yellow on those parts, because the water freezes them in the mornings from the fountain there. Drips and freezes on them. So here's the other potentilla, and here's this one. So that one we need some serious work done, and the root system might be dead. I don't know what happened there. But these Mugo pines look great. Really good, really good. I let them grow, and it kind of, I had to cut them back too hard, and they didn't grow for a season, so they looked really yellow. And I was like, ah, shoot, it didn't produce much growth. But I noticed they produce little things, and out of them little things came new growth, so they look quite green again. So I'm gonna leave them alone for a little while and let them build some height, and then I'll just prune them from there, the candles in the spring, and with the fountain there. My goal was I wanted this to come over, but it didn't really grow this year. So here's more junipers and daylilies, how our daylilies are looking, but here's the junipers. I did put on some growth, but we're doing those on a 2-year thing, kind of, with the junipers there. And I wanted to leave all the sticks in the daylilies, but I think I'm gonna clean them again out come fall. Because as you can see, we're 1 month into fall, not even yet, and the sticks there are a little damaged because the dogs like to jump over them. This one doesn't have much left. So you know what I think I'll do is, once I come to clean out the plants, I'll pull them, clean the plants, and they'll be ready to grow for spring. But I don't think we'll leave those because by the time spring comes, they'll be destroyed anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of a plant update. Mainly the dogwoods. You can see the bottoms of them are changing color at this time. Since the last update I filmed, which was probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we have had crazy cold weather. I mean, we're talking absolute ice freezing, all fountain weather, and the plants are still quite green. So the next update will be in significant leaf drop where everything is kind of dying. So I don't know how the recording will go from this point, but this is a current update of the plants in the yard. So we'll see you guys in the next one.